peel and stick tile. Which one is the best? Today I'm going to show you. Hey everyone, it's Christina from the DIYmommy.com. I love peel and stick tile because it is a great way to achieve a more high-end look on a budget. I've tried a few different peel and stick tile brands, plus I've used the product in a variety of different rooms. I used peel and stick tile for our first little camper that we renovated. I also used it for my brother's kitchen. Then I used it for this studio here, just this back wall. And then finally I used another type of peel and stick tile for our latest camper renovation. I've used dollar store tile, peel and stick tile from Amazon, and I used brand name tile, which was the most expensive. So before I show you how everything is lasting, I want to know what your guess is. Out of the three different tiles, dollar store, Amazon, and brand name, which one do you think is performing the best? Let me know in the comments below. And then at the end of the video, let me know if you're correct. First of all, I think it's really important to make sure that you install peel and stick tile correctly, because an improper installation can mean that it's not going to last the way that you want it to. We're going to go to the oldest installation to the newest. Let's go. Let's begin with my OG peel and stick tile project, which is our DIY camper, the first one. Look at that duct tape work, you guys. So proud. In case you don't know, we had some major water damage issues with cutting it down for parts, using lots of parts in our new camper, and then we might convert it to sort of a work trailer. Definitely not selling it because we want to make sure it's safe for the new owners. But let's go inside and I'm going to show you how this tile in here has held up. It's so cold. And stinky in here. But yeah, here is the kitchen and the peel and stick tile. This is my first tiling job, so I made sure to follow all the directions. I got the tile from Smart Tiles. They did give it to me for free, but it is the most expensive tile of all the different tiles. So let's see how it looks a few years later after a few winters of -40. So here's the tile. You can see my caulking's kind of yellowed a little bit. If I was going to keep this camper, I would touch that up. But if you look closely at all the tile, it actually looks really good. And again, huge weather fluctuations here in Alberta, Canada. It gets from +30 to -30 over the course of a year, no problem. But there's virtually no lifting or anything in this tile. So I am actually really, really impressed by how this tile performs. You can even see the water damage. There's water damage on both sides of this camper. Water damage here, and the tile wasn't really affected. A little bit of bubbling there, but that's the water coming through the window. And then over here, it looks really good as well. One of the things I really loved about this tile is that it was really forgiving. So that was a great tile for me to start with as a beginner peel and stick tiler. Peeler and stick tiler? Peel and sticker tiler. Because a couple times I had to remove a piece of the tile and put it back to reposition it, and this tile is still going strong. Again, more expensive, but more forgiving, and it definitely should last you. If it lasts in our camper with the water damage and the extreme weather fluctuations, it should last no problem in your kitchen. Speaking of kitchens, my brother's kitchen has the same brand of tiles, Smart Tiles, and it's going strong there too. All right, so let's move on to the next tile. Okay, so now I'm back in my studio and I wanted to show you how this dollar store tile turned out. This was tile that I bought at Dollarama, and let me just double check the price. It was $3.50, I have it right here, for the 10 by 10 panel. And don't forget, I'm talking about Canadian dollars. So I'm gonna flip the camera around and just kind of show you what's happening with this backsplash here. Okay, so from far away, it doesn't look too bad. I mean, I did like the look of these tiles quite a lot when I purchased them. I liked that classic subway look, but when you come up closer, you can see that we have a little bit of lifting here. So every so often I will get a tile that lifts up like this, and I simply have to push it down and it stays. But this lifting has been happening more and more lately, and it is really annoying. I installed these tiles this spring, so this should not be happening. Plus this is a heated space, so there's really no sort of heat fluctuations. We keep it at room temperature, so that's not the issue. The issue is just that they're dollar store tiles. They're just not a superior product. We have another one lifting here, and then we have one lifting up there. So a solution for this, if you do buy, cheaper peel and stick like I have, is you could just put some sort of glue under here, even just like a hot glue dab or something. But then if you want to remove the tile later, if you're in a rental, for example, that's going to make it really frustrating to do in the end. So I would say thumbs down for this dollar store tile. I did like the look, I like the price, but I am not liking how it's worn over even the last few months. Another thing that I noticed with this dollar store tile is there's a slight color difference in some of the tiles. So this looks bright white here, but then over here, this one looks a little bit more gray. Finally, here we are in my latest peel and stick tile project, which is our DIY Camper 2.0. So this one, I bought some tile off of Amazon. So let me show you how it looks. This is about, what, like 5 months? 5 months after I installed it. So it still looks really nice. I've noticed a little bit of pulling here, but as you can see, I probably should have cut that a little bit better so it wrapped around the window. Other than that, I mean, everything's great. There's a little bit of unsticking here, but again, that was my mistake for cutting it. So I would say overall, this tile is performing pretty well. I don't know how it's going to work over the winter because we haven't had it up in the -40 yet, so I can't speak to that. There is a little bit of lifting here where I was pulling and pushing when I was installing it, and it wasn't forgiving me there. So I know why that's not sticky. So this tile in our DIY Camper 2.0, it looks great, it's performing great, but there's that lifting where I didn't quite install it properly, and I was having troubles with the positioning of the tile when I first installed it because I positioned it 2 or 3 times. Yeah, they were my mistakes for installation, but still not quite as good as the first brand name tile because that was a little more forgiving and still sticky even though I didn't install it 100% correctly. If you watched my camper series, my recent one, you'll know that this tile was a pain in the to install. Like, it was not fun. I had such a rough time with it. I don't know if I was just being rushed or if it was the product, but I'm definitely taking that into account as my, rating system for my peel and stick tile. So I'm gonna give this one like a 5-6 out of 10. First of all, because it was a lot harder to install. Second of all, there's a little bit of lifting, tiny bit. Thirdly, because I can't give you a 100% perfect rating for the -40 in the camper, but I'll make sure to give you an update in the comments of this video next spring after this camper's been through -40. We're actually winterizing it right now because it is gonna be snowing this week. So the verdict is in. The best performing tile, in my opinion, is the brand name tile, which is Smart Tiles. Yes, it is more expensive than the other tiles, and especially the dollar store tile, but it is going to last you the longest, according to my experience. That tile's been in our camper for 3 years, and we get to -40 degrees Celsius up here in Alberta, Canada in the winter. We don't store our trailer inside, and the tile, I think, still looks really good. So in this case, this is your classic, you get what you pay for. Dollar store tile might work for some smaller crafts and different applications, but that brand name tile that's more expensive is gonna be what I recommend for a larger application like your backsplash in your kitchen. Thanks so much for watching this video today. I hope you found this information useful if you are considering using peel and stick tile for your home renovation or your RV renovation. Again, I really love it and I definitely recommend it. Did you guess correctly which tile performs the best? Let me know down in those comments below, and if you have any other questions about peel and stick tile, comment below and I will answer as best as I can. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more DIY and decor ideas on a budget. I'm gonna leave some more videos that I hope you will enjoy and watch next right up here.